Do you really know how much your money-related blocks are actually costing you? I'd be willing to wager it's been into the thousands of euros by now over the course of your career. But that's not the only cost. There's also the cost of freedom and time spent doing things that you think you have to do instead of the things that really matter. Hi, I'm Melissa Joy, Tapping Into Wealth Coach from tapintoyourmoneymojo.com. And in this video, I am going to open your eyes to something you've probably been blind to before. And this is the root of why you may be struggling to market yourself, not earning as much as you'd like, and questioning and doubting your value and how much you can charge and whether or not you can raise your prices. So right now I'm going to take you through a little exercise, and in order to do this, I need you to close your eyes. So let's take a breath, just relax and close your eyes, because we're going to do a visualization and it just works better with your eyes closed. So imagine there on your movie screen in your mind, there you are, and just let your mind paint you the picture of yourself there. It doesn't matter if it feels like you're inventing it or you're imagining it too much. Just let it come however it does. There you are on this movie screen, and you're on a stage. And you're in front of an audience of about 100 people. And in that audience are people that are your ideal client or customer. But I also want you to put in there your family members, your parents, people from school, your close friends, your work colleagues, and maybe even your old bosses. So just see yourself there in front of that audience, and now you're going to hold up a big sign over your head. And on the sign are your prices, what you charge. But because you haven't been earning enough money lately, you have raised your prices by 50%. And when you raise that sign up with your prices, you are going to declare, this is what I charge and I deserve it. I am worth it, and this is what I get for the value of what I provide. Now, I want you to see and feel in that picture what just happened. What just happened to you? What do you look like? What is running through your system at this moment? So what often happens is people start to feel a stress response. They start to feel anxiety, and they also report feeling embarrassment or shame, like, oh my God, I would never say anything like that. Now, of course, you would never do this, but what we're seeing here is the embarrassment and the shame that comes up when we declare that we deserve something. And I want you to be really clear about this. When you experience embarrassment or shame, it always means that you broke a rule. So I want you to notice, what rule did you break? What rule did you break that was some unwritten rule from probably your childhood? What was that rule? And what did you break when you stood on that stage and declared your value? So now we're going to go back to the visualization. So close your eyes again. And this time, I want you to focus on the audience. And just notice how they're reacting. What are they saying, feeling, looking like? A lot of people report that it's a mix when they see the audience. Some people might be cheering you on and supporting you, but some people might look a little skeptical or even angry or critical or doubtful about what you've just said. So I want you to focus on the audience's reaction. and just get really clear. Okay, so now you can open your eyes, and what we're seeing here is something we really want to capture, because this is what goes on in your mind-body system when you try to market or promote or raise your prices, and it's really not helping you to earn more and stand fully in your confidence. So we're going to take some notes about what just happened. Now, if you don't have the handout, I have a handout in the description box. There's a link. And you can go there and get the handout where we're going to write everything down. If you don't have time to do it, go back and get the handout and go through this process again and fill it in. But for now, you can just write it on a piece of paper. So what I want you to capture from this are 4 important things. The first thing I want you to capture is when you were standing there on that stage, what were the 2 most important or strongest emotions that you were feeling running through your body? Number 2 is, what was the most prominent reaction on the part of the audience? So write that one down. Okay. Number 3 is, what was the self-talk that popped up in your mind? What were you saying to yourself as you stood there on that stage? And number 4 is, what was the rule that you broke? What rule did you break? Okay, so I'm going to start to put it together for you and make it really super clear. So we're going to fill in with this information we just captured. We're going to fill in some clarity statements. Now, again, these are on the handout, so you can always go back and get that and redo the exercise and fill it in later. But for now, if you don't have it in front of you, then you can just write it out or make notes. So what we're going to fill in for our clarity statements is, starting with the statement, when I think about charging more for what I do, okay, number 1 is, my nervous system is wired to flood with blank and blank. Those are the 2 emotions that were the intense emotions that you felt in the visualization. So fill that in. When I think about charging more for what I do, my nervous system is wired to flood with blank and blank. Number 2, when I think about charging more for what I do, I have the unconscious expectation that people will react like this. And then you just fill it in from the visualization. I have the unconscious expectation that people will react like this. And then number 3 is, when I think about charging more for what I do, I tell myself this over and over again. You're going to fill in what you tell yourself over and over again. Wow, so this is your big aha moment. So if you've captured all that information, I just want you to be super clear that this is what is in your way. And knowing this is actually what answers that question of why do I get in my own way? Why do I self-sabotage myself when I start to just feel like I'm getting on the right track? This is what kicks in, this is what runs in you, and it stops you. It stops you from marketing yourself boldly, standing in your confidence, and just asking for more money. So I just wanted you to have that aha moment. I'm not quite done with you yet, however. There's another step to this, so just stick with me. The second thing I want to ask you to do is I want you to consider the costs. Now, this is kind of a hard question, and it feels kind of icky to sit in this energy, but just take a stab at it. Think about what this wonky wiring has been costing you, say, over the past 5 years. How much has that been in an actual number, an actual euro amount? I know you don't know exactly, but just imagine how much it's been costing you over the past 5 years. What has it been costing you in freedom? What has it been costing you in happiness and feeling confident? There are some definite costs to this, and I just want you to get clear. Now, why do I make you do this? Not to torture you or make you feel horrible about it, but once we get super clear about what is happening, this is the only place from which we can actually make an informed and empowered decision about changing it and start to turn things around. Without this clarity, without this information, and without knowing the cost of what's actually happening to keep us stuck, we really don't build the energy and the desire and the commitment and the fire under us to actually start to take the bull by the horns and change it. So that is why we need this clarity. You will see it's an energy that's going to rise up and out of you, and you're going to really decide and jump on the opportunity to start making new decisions. Before I go, I want to leave you with one last thing. I want you to go to the place of possibility. So if you were able to really dig in and clear all this wonkiness out of your system, what would be possible for you? All this wonky programming is gone. Just imagine, what would your life look like now? What would you be able to do? What would you be able to earn? What free time would you have at your disposal? Imagine that world of possibilities. I want to leave you on that note of feeling empowered about what we've just discovered today in this process. Thank you so much for accompanying me in the process of this video. I'm really honored to have helped you or given you any ahas today. And again, my name is Melissa Joy. And if you'd like more processes and more diving into money-related blocks similar to this, you can go to Tap Into Your Money Mojo. That's mojo.com/free-stuff. So tapintoyourmoneymojo.com/free-stuff. And there you can get more videos from me about different things. And I'm so happy you joined me today. Take care.